As you can see, I got my coyote last night. I didn't get this hunt on film because we've been hearing coyotes back here, and me and Jeans went out hunting for them a little bit. But last night my dad came up to me right before dark. Son, I heard a coyote howling right on the back fence. So I got my dad's 223, came out here real quick, squalled a few times, and he popped up over here in the field. Right behind this mound, crawled up on that mound, and I noticed, I've always heard, and now I've seen that all these canines, fox, coyotes, and all that, they like them high spots out in them fields just for a little bit. Kind of like when you ever seen them jump up on a hay bale. They'll always mark them high spots. Well, that's what this girl done, and she headed off to the right, and I shot her, made a heck of a good shot on her. I mean, right behind the shoulder. And I seen her, she took off down the fence line, and I lost sight of her because the fence line has a little bit of growth on it. But the way she was hauling, I thought, man, she ain't gonna stop till she hits those woods, so I was just gonna let her lay. So today I come out, and if I'd have just walked over that fence line and looked down it, I probably would have seen her. She didn't go far. And ever since our big guard dog kind of got run over, they just been taking over. And we're trying to get this back here primed for rabbit hunting. And when you got a lot of coyotes, you ain't gonna have no rabbits. So you gotta thin these dudes out. Plus they're terrible on livestock. I've seen coyotes take down calves and chew them apart in no time flat. But there's so many of them around here that it's just, you gotta keep the numbers under control or they'll just get out of hand. And this one has some beautiful fur, so I'm gonna take it up to the house and get the skinning on it. So, had a good day today. I got him. He's leaving. You smoking? Yep. Hey, I seen him. You crossed that fence?
I can't believe it laid there.
His head turned and looked. It didn't even look at us. He never even looked at us. He looked off that way. Hey, good shot. Well, what happened there was we was just walking in here to coyote hunting, and I seen something turn his head. And I don't know how we got this close to him. I just stepped on a stick and made a lot of noise. Gene's crossing his fence. He turned his head. I seen him. Got on him, and man, Gene just popped him. Let's go get a coyote. Alright. We just crossed the fence. We're going to show you how close we got to this guy. Right there. Right there's where he was laying, and we just crossed the fence right over there.
What is he, 25 yards?
Yeah, that's about it. You know what, though? He never even looked at us, but he got out of there. Did you see that? Ooh, that's a pretty one. That's a blonde one, man.
Yeah, he is. Headshot.
That's a perfect shot.
Yep.
We just got started too.
Female. Dog. Leave her laying here, and we're gonna flip over here and try to call one. We done this about 2 years ago. Slept in on a place and jumped coyote and shot him. Walked about half a quarter and sat down and started calling. Ended up calling in 4 more coyotes in that one spot. So we're gonna try it here too.
That's a beautiful coyote, man.
Okay, what we got here is got Tyson set up right up here in front. I'm gonna sit back here and do the calling. What we got here, this is all timber. This over here is a pasture, and that down there is a real thick, just grown up brush and weeds, and so we're gonna try to pull him out of it, across up here in more open ground, see what happens. Shoot him. Get him? Well, I missed that coyote just a while ago. On our way back from looking, we just heard some yelps and some howls right over there. So we're gonna stick it out here a little longer. See if we can't get some more coyotes.
Why are we doing this? Well, we seen the biggest coon tracks we've ever seen leading up to this tree. I thought it was a small bear at first. And the bushman's gonna take him down. Let me get you the stick. You can beat on that thing like a... You can take a stick and beat the back end of that thing. The coon's gonna come back and be all pissed because it's gonna let a draft in. Alright. Batteries are flashing. As you can see, we got the tree down. And we got the coon in there. Well, that's a big one, ain't it? Told you I heard him there. He's dying, he's dead, he's done for. How many's in there? Alright, well, last you seen us, we was chopping on a tree and had it down, shooting into it, and there's coons flopping, but I ended up, my battery went out, so Gene got his blonde coyote, and we ended up with 3 coon. Got a real dark coon, and then a real light one, so those are pretty neat. So all in all, pretty good little outing. Should have had another coyote, but as you know, my shot was it was almost a quarter mile across there. Okay, it was 100 yards and I missed the coyote, but hey, good night. Lots of skinning to do here, so we're gonna get after it, and we'll do this again later.
I like good times, good wine, good smoke, and a 5-piece bed. And ooh, I can't help it, it's just